Chairman, I would like to just introduce Martha Bonetta. She's the inspiration behind this Real Freedom Movement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, and members of the committee. My name is Martha Bonetta, and I am truly honored to have the opportunity to address you briefly today about House Bill 1430. As a Virginian, as a farmer, and as a landowner, I fully support the Virginia Right to Farm Act. It honors our rich history, our agricultural heritage, and seeks to ensure that our heritage doesn't simply become a part of our history, but continues as part of the incredibly diverse and economic culture and landscape that is our beautiful Virginia. The tension between agriculture and other ways of life is very real, and that tension threatens the very principles that the Virginia Right to Farm Act is designed to protect. The principle that agricultural uses should be supported and protected as a viable way of life in Virginia. Those principles can only be protected when local governments truly understand that farming cannot be unreasonably regulated on our treasured land. Owning a farm was my lifelong dream. I grew up in Mount Vernon, and I was told that our land was a part of George Washington's vast farmland. My mom always had a kitchen garden, and she said that the soil was so rich because of George Washington's pigs. It was from there that I grew up with a real sense of the long history of farming in Virginia, and I dreamed of one day being a part of that history. HB 1430 would protect the rights of commerce of all small family farmers. It does not create mini Walmarts, and in fact, value-added agricultural goods and byproducts are an important part of what makes Virginia's rich farming history. One of the greatest joys of my life was bringing families and children to the land that I love to experience a small working farm. Now that dream has been taken from me, and my small family farm remains closed. Virginia farmers should not have to be in fear of the threat of being fined up to $5,000 per violation per day for selling items like bags of fiber from sheared herds of sheep, llama, and alpaca, or for jewelry that's handcrafted from the feathers of emu, chicken, ducks, and turkeys. Buy Fresh, Buy Local, as advertised on the internet, promotes the wonderful, beautiful small family farms that are part of Virginia and all over the county, including Fauquier County. These wonderful farming practices include everything from farm tours to educational workshops about beekeeping, growing and dyeing herbs, and animal husbandry. So you see, these same websites advertise for things like lavender oil or alpaca goods, apiaries selling candles. These items and practices are illegal in some jurisdictions and can carry thousands of dollars of fines and even criminal ramifications. So you see, this is why this bill is so important to protect the small family farmer, because there is something so powerfully and fundamentally Virginian about farming. There were farmers in Virginia before there was a United States of America. It is our heritage, and it's not just our economic heritage, but it's our cultural and historical heritage. I know firsthand how much pressure there is on our small family farms to make ends meet. And the truth is that if these farms can't do that, we will lose them. And once we've lost farmland as a community, it's lost forever. So it's about supporting small business, which is something we hear and talk about a lot, but also about supporting agriculture as a viable way of life in Virginia. This bill, introduced by Delegate Lingenfelter, is about putting a little more detail into our common understanding of what farming practices are, and to make sure that the intent of the Virginia Right to Farm Act makes its way to the practical reality of how local governments treat our small family farms. I am so very grateful for the opportunity to address you this morning, and I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share with you my support for this critical amendment to the Virginia Right to Farm Act. Thank you for this privilege. It's been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.